guys, thanks for visiting my channel today. I know it's been several weeks since I've uploaded a video for you, but I do have a good excuse. My husband and I have been working really hard on renovating our dining room and front living room, and that has really consumed most of our time and energy. And for a good portion of the month of January, all of my dining room furniture was in my kitchen, so I didn't get a chance to do a lot of cooking or anything like that anyway. Anyway, it was an interesting month, and now we're finally pretty much finished. We're waiting on a coffee table and a piece of artwork that we purchased online. But most of the work is done. It's just tweaking things and a few decorating items that we're waiting for. But anyway, I thought what I would do today is share with you what we did and then give you a little bit of a tour. Now, what kind of started the whole process is, as you know, we have two Yorkie fur babies that we love to death, but they had destroyed the carpet. If you know anything about Yorkies, small dogs, Yorkies in particular, they have a lot of potty problems. So even though we had our carpets cleaned regularly and I would clean in between professional cleanings, the carpet was just destroyed. So that needed to be replaced and dealt with. So that is where we started. We decided, obviously, we didn't want to do carpet again because of the potty problems. So we decided on hardwood flooring, and we did a dark hardwood flooring similar to what we have in the kitchen. A couple of years ago, we had renovated and updated our kitchen and family room, and we had honey oak. Our whole house was honey oak everything. We had honey oak flooring, we had honey oak cabinets, and some of our trim was honey oak. So we've been on a mission to kind of get rid of the honey oak and update our home with something that looks a little more contemporary. Now, our styles are different. I'm more traditional. I like French country cottage kind of decor. My husband and my kids love modern and contemporary. So we kind of mixed some traditional with more modern and contemporary styles, and to kind of find a happy medium to make everyone happy. But anyway, back to the flooring. We had refinished our honey oak flooring with a darker finish, so we didn't have to replace it. It was still in really good shape, so we didn't find any reason to replace it at that time. So we just updated it by giving it a darker stain. So we knew that we weren't going to be able to match the flooring exactly, but we got pretty close, and I'm really happy with the results, and I've loved my hardwood flooring. And just a little word, my opinion on hardwood flooring, I really like the pre-finished because the finish is so durable. Now, my sister, she had, I think she had someone come in and they laid and then stained it. We found that with the hardwood flooring we had in the kitchen, it was pre-finished, and that finish was just really wonderful. And actually, it didn't really need refinished when we refinished it. It just needed updated when we wanted to get rid of the honey oak. So we only refinished it because we wanted to change the color. Anyway, with that being said, we went with pre-finished dark hardwood flooring. And if you have little fur babies that have potty issues, a recommendation from our flooring guy was to, once they came in and took the carpet out, to use a bleach dilution, a diluted bleach solution, and spray your subfloor with that. So we did that, and then they recommended that you seal it with Kills primer. So we did those two things. And then they laid the hardwood flooring, and oddly enough, we have had no potty problems in there since we have had the flooring put in, which has been a couple of weeks now, and we've not had any potty problems. So that's kind of interesting. That little tip seemed to work well, and I'm really glad we did that. So the next thing was kind of furniture was what we were dealing with next. My living room furniture was still in decent shape. It was kind of starting to look a little bit dated, but it was still usable. So we donated it to charity because we wanted to, like I said, update our look. So we donated what we had to charity, and then we bought new living room furniture, which I'll show you. My husband talked me into this couch that I wasn't really sure I was going to like because it was pretty contemporary in styling and color, but it turns out that I really am loving it. So I'm glad that I listened to him, and that worked out well. Then painting. Our walls were like a medium tan color, and I've loved, quite a few years ago, we painted our kitchen Eaglet beige from Sherwin-Williams, and we've really liked that color. It has a nice warm undertone to it, not really yellow, but it's got a little bit of a yellow in the background, and it's just a really nice color. So we decided we like this color so much, we might as well just carry that into the living room and dining room. Plus we needed something to brighten things up in there. That medium tan, when they built the house, they didn't really put in any light fixtures other than the fixture above the dining room table. So even with table lamps and stuff, it just seems so dark in there. And I'm a person who loves light and bright. The first thing I do when I get up in the morning is open up all my shades and curtains and let the light in. So we knew that we wanted to brighten that area. So we chose this paint color to kind of lighten things up and brighten things up in there. And but I didn't want to use Sherwin-Williams again. I've done a lot of painting since we did our kitchen and other rooms in our house, and found that Glidden worked just as well, and it was half of the price, in my opinion, at least with the formula that I used for my kitchen. So we had gone to Home Depot fully intending to buy Glidden paint, and as the guy working in the paint department was getting ready to mix my paint, I noticed on the counter there that they had a comparison chart of the different types of paint that they carry, and they were comparing how well they compete against one another as far as coverage and scrubbability and how many coats of paint it takes and all that kind of thing. Well, I noticed on the chart that at the top of the chart was their Behr marquee paint, which Behr is a Home Depot product, and it said that it covers in one coat. And I thought, well, I've got 2 rooms to paint. If I can cover in one coat, I don't have to do 2 coats, sometimes 3 coats to cover up that medium tan. That would be a winner for me. So I compared price, and obviously it was almost double in price. But I thought I'd give it a try because when I asked the guy working in the paint department what the square footage of coverage was, he said 400 square feet per gallon, which is similar to what I would use with Sherwin-Williams or with Glidden, but if it covered in one coat, I was still going to end up saving money. So we started with 2 gallons of the Behr marquee paint, and you guys, I cannot tell you how much I love that paint. I only used 1.5 gallons to do both of my rooms and our hallway, and it did cover in one coat. So I am beyond pleased, and I would give that product 5 stars. It was amazing. It applied like a dream. Now the only thing I will say about it is to get the one coat coverage, you really just need to let your whatever tool you're working with, a brush or a roller, let it do the work. You don't have to apply very much pressure at all. You really just want your roller to do the work for you. It lays the paint beautifully, and it gives you wonderful coverage. And I'm just so pleased it took one coat, and we only used 1.5 gallons of paint, so it turned out to be a savings. So we painted the walls, and then my dining room furniture, it was still in really good shape. It didn't have the look that we were wanting to do as far as looking more contemporary. It was very traditional looking, kind of towards the country look. It was honey oak, but it was solid oak, and it was still in really good shape. So parting with that and having to replace it with something comparable as far as how nice it was, was going to cost a lot of money. So we decided to save some money and just update it with changing out the hardware. And I painted it with Annie Sloan chalk paint. Now, I've never used chalk paint before, and I don't have a ton of experience with painting furniture, but I did paint all of our kitchen cabinets, and I have painted some of the cabinets in our bathrooms. And I did paint our kitchen table. So I had a little bit of experience painting, and because it was such a nice piece of furniture, I was a little bit hesitant, but I did a lot of reading, a lot of research before I started, and because it was going to save us so much more money, it was going to be worth the effort. So what I did is I stained the top of our table with Minwax Poly Shades. If you've never used that, that's a great product too. I really, really like it. I did use it on our kitchen table, and it's been really durable. It was fairly easy to work with, and again, it's your stain and your poly coat all in one. So you can save yourself some steps by using it. I know there are people who don't like it, but I love it. I think it works really well. Like I said, the finish was durable. So I decided to use the same thing on my dining room table. So I stained the top with that, and the bottom part of the table, the legs and the trim around the bottom, I painted to match the hutch with the Annie Sloan antique white chalk paint, and pretty happy with the results on that. So if you have projects like that you want to try, but you're a little bit concerned about trying it, don't be. Do your research. The Annie Sloan chalk paint is really fabulous because you don't have to do hardly any prep work to it at all. You don't have to pre-sand or anything. You just need to thoroughly clean your furniture and start painting, and that was really great. I was really, really happy with that, and I'm really pleased with the results. I like the texture of the Annie Sloan chalk paint. You can get a smooth texture by using a roller. I wanted the brush strokes because I like that look. So I used the traditional brush that they recommend, and but I didn't distress it. Most of the time when people use the chalk paint, they do some distressing. My husband's not real big on that, and that really wasn't the look that we were going for. So I kept the look more sleek by not distressing it, but I still got my brush strokes in there, and I'm really liking that. I'm really pleased with how that turned out. So we did floors, we did walls, painted the furniture. We had a plumbing issue that affected our ceiling, so we had a plumber come in and take care of the plumbing issue, and had a guy come in and redo the drywall and retexture the ceiling for us. Got that taken care of, and then bought some new lighting. I did purchase a new piece of furniture. For my dining room, I purchased a sideboard or buffet table from Costco of all places. We were in there one day and I saw this piece of furniture that I really, really liked. It had a nice updated look to it, but it still had a little bit of the look that I like to it without looking too modern, but it would still go in there. And what I had in there before wasn't really a sideboard. It was a pretty small stand that I was using to store some things and to put some pretty things on. So we did replace that with this piece of furniture that I bought at Costco, and it was a steal, you guys. I started looking at different places for something similar to kind of compare pricing, and we got a steal. It was, I think, around $350 for this large sideboard that we purchased, and I couldn't touch that at any other furniture store or even online. For that size of sideboard, they were $600 and more. So I paid at least half of what something of the same quality would be. So I was really pleased about that. And then we replaced the chandelier above the dining room table, and just some little decorating things, bought some new lights and that kind of thing. So I'm gonna stop talking, and I'm gonna bring you into my dining room and living room and let you take a look at what we did. Okay guys, here we are. I'm going to give you a little tour of all the fun things we did. I did want to mention this railing on our staircase was the last of the honey oak in our home, and part of our renovation was to paint that. So I painted that. I used a water-based enamel to paint it. It has a great finish to it. Water-based enamel is really nice. I've used it before. I used it on the fireplace mantle, and it holds up really well. It's got a beautiful finish to it, and it's really great. So start there. And here is my beautiful hardwood flooring. So happy with how that turned out. The only thing I can say about the dark hardwood flooring is it does show the dirt a lot easier than the honey oak did, but I am totally loving it. These two chairs here are new chairs that we purchased. We purchased them online from Joss in Maine. They came as a set with the ottomans. They're more traditional and styling, I'd say, with a little bit of contemporary feel to them with the sleek arms and what have you. But my husband really liked them, so we do like them very much. They are more stiff. They're not a soft lounging chair. They're more of a sitting chair. They are a very more of a solid, stiff chair. So if you're looking for something that's really comfortable and loungy, this is not the kind of chair you want. But this is a great little nook for reading, which is what we use it for, and listening to music. My husband picked out that light. We bought that at Lamps Plus online. Great for reading, just a nice basic lamp. And then over here is the couch. I was really hesitant on that. It's called Peacock Blue. We purchased it from Macy's. It does come in other colors, but the Peacock Blue is really growing on me, and I do really like it. And it has the same style of arms as the chairs that I showed you. It's got the espresso legs, which our chairs also have, so we tied that together that way. And both the chairs and the couch, even though they were purchased from separate places, they're made with a kind of a linen tweed type fabric on both, the beige and the peacock blue. And then have a nice cozy little rug I bought there for my puppies. That is from IKEA, that I thought my puppies would love, but they're not really using it. They rub on it occasionally, but they haven't really used it. And then I have these pillows, my nice fuzzy pillows. Purchased those from Meijer, where I do my grocery shopping. They had a great buy on those, and I really like the faux fur for the winter months. And then we have the two table lamps we purchased. Those were also purchased from Lamps Plus. Really great buy on those. Those came as a set. I believe they were $1.99 for the set, and I'm really enjoying those. And the curtains I absolutely love. They are from IKEA. And they're really cool. I found them on a blog that I follow. Kelly Nan is the girl whose blog it is, and she does a lot of home decor stuff. And I don't think she's a professional decorator, but she does a lot of home decor, and her blog is about decorating your home. Anyway, she talked about these curtains. They are from IKEA. They're called Ritva, R-I-T-V-A, I believe. That's how you spell it. I believe I'm saying it correctly. If I'm not, I apologize. Anyway, she loves them because of the pleating at the top. You can do that without, the way they're made, you can get a professional pleated look without hooks or rings. And they are really cool. And I love the price. They were $25 a pair, and they're made out of cotton linen, which is really pretty. It's timeless, classic look. Easy to wash, easy to care for, and I just really love them. I decided I wanted mine to pool at the bottom, or puddle, whatever you want to call it. I've never been able to have that look because we always had kids or bigger dogs or whatever. now we're almost empty nesters, and I love that. I think it's so elegant. So I left them the 98-inch length, but some people shorten them to different lengths, obviously, but they do come in different lengths. But the next size up or down would be 65 inches, and that would be way too short. So that worked out well. I love them. The curtain rods we changed out. These are from Wayfair, I believe. And I believe they were like $30 a rod or so. Really, really like those. I thought they were fairly priced. We already had the plant. I'm sure you've seen it in my other videos. I'm waiting for a coffee table that's going to go there that we've purchased from Pier 1, and it's going to have a matching end table that's going to go here. We're just using something we had for now. Then here around the corner is my great find from Costco. I'm so pleased with this. It turned out so nice. My china looks really pretty in there. I think it's a nice updated piece, and like I said, the price was really great. And then the mirror I had, we just put it back up on the wall. And then these lamps I absolutely love. These were purchased through Amazon, but they're from Lamps Plus. And they're just so pretty. I really love the crystals, which go with my new crystal chandelier. I got a real crystal chandelier. We replaced the lighting fixture that was up there with a real crystal chandelier. It was an affordable one. It wasn't super expensive, but they are real crystals on there, and I love how they light up the ceiling. So I was really excited for that. And then here's my handiwork. There's the espresso finish from the Minwax Poly Shades that I used on the top. And then the legs are done in the Annie Sloan chalk paint, which I also used on my china hutch. And my china hutch is kind of a work in progress. I don't really have it exactly the way I want it, I don't think. I'm probably going to do some more tweaking with what I've put in the top, but I took all the dishes out, and I'm kind of using the top part of my hutch for just to put pretty things to display. And then we changed out the hardware to these really pretty crystal knobs, which I purchased at Amazon, and I got a dozen of them for $10, but they're real glass, and they really catch the light really well, and they're really pretty. They go with the crystal chandelier and the lights really well. And I don't know if you can really see the texture, but I love the texture of the Annie Sloan chalk paint. I probably should put another coat of wax on it, but I'm really pleased with how that turned out. I don't have a lot of before and after pictures of everything we did, but I do have a before and after of my dining set. So I will try to include that in this video if I can figure out how to do that, because this was quite a transformation. And then instead of the spindled chairs that came as part of my dining set, we did buy these leather chairs from Overstock. And they're just a nice ivory leather chair with more of a contemporary modern look to them. They have the espresso legs, which we like. And then of course the ivory goes with the ivory that I painted the table and the china hutch. And I think a pair of these chairs was like $150, $170, something like that. It was just over $300 to replace all 4 chairs, which 2 years ago when we redid our kitchen, and that we purchased these chairs to go with my kitchen table to get rid of the spindled ones to kind of give it an updated look instead of looking so country, if you will. That's what my husband calls it, country. It's more of a traditional chair. It updates, even though the table, the style of it, as you can tell, is pretty traditional. to country in styling. When you add a more contemporary chair to it, it helps with the way that it looks. And then the candlesticks I already had. We bought them at Pier 1. I just moved them in here and put some different candles in them. The little vase with the flowers in it, when we were at IKEA, they had these at several places in their store with the big fluffy flowers. I just had a couple of those big flowers in a vase. Really simple decor, but I thought it was really pretty and really elegant. So IKEA is a great place to buy the silk flowers, way cheaper than Michael's or Joann's or a Hobby Lobby. These flowers were really inexpensive there, but I thought that they were really pretty. And the vase we purchased at IKEA, I believe it was like $14. So I can't remember what the name of it was, because they have several to choose from, but they have a nice floral department with all kinds of glass vases and artificial flowers and candles and that kind of thing. And then this little guy here is funny. When we purchased this piece of furniture from Costco, it came with a tag, and it showed this piece of furniture with a similar flower arrangement. And my daughter, who's 17, almost 18, she's like, "Mom, that is so pretty. We need to try to do the same thing." So I did try to replicate the look. So the vase they had was different than the one that I found, but I really liked the styling of this vase. And then we just added the white hydrangeas and then I don't know what those are called, but flowy flowers in the background. It's simple, but it's just really elegant and really, really pretty. This little gem over here, a couple of years ago, my sister had purchased the floor vase for me from Hobby Lobby, and I just fell in love with it when I saw it. I don't know what it is about it, I just really liked it. And we had nothing but the sticks in it, and that used to drive my husband crazy. He's like, "You need to do something with that. I can't stand seeing just sticks." So when we were out and about, we went to Hobby Lobby and I purchased the magnolias and the other little white flowers, added it to it and gave it a whole different look. And then my curtains over here are the same Ritva curtains from IKEA, and again I've let them puddle, but to add it, to make it a little more elegant in the dining area, I added a pair of shears underneath, and I think it looks so pretty. Really elegant. And again, these curtains, I can't say enough good things about them. For $25, you can hardly buy curtains from a discount store for that. And they're really nice quality. And then the curtain rod, again, is from Wayfair. It matches the other two in the living room area. This one was a little bit more because it's longer, so maybe it was like $40. I don't know. They were between $30 and $40 for each curtain rod. And then the paint, there's the paint color. It's just, it has a little bit of a yellow undertone to it, but it's just really inviting and cozy. I don't know. I really like that paint color. And like I said, that Behr Marquee paint is a dream. It's awesome. I highly encourage you, if you have any painting to do, to give it a try. And there are my little babies enjoying their new spot. They're not quite sure what to think of all the changes, but looks like they're enjoying themselves right now. And Monty is finally laying on that rug I thought that they would love, but he hasn't really laid on it until now, so okay. And then, last but not least, this is my husband's favorite part of the whole thing. And that is, we got an Alexa. She's really cool. Watch this. Alexa, turn off all Hue lights.
The Philips Hue hub that the all Hue light's connected to isn't responding. Please check on the hub.
Okay. Alexa, Alexa, turn moonlight to blue.
Sorry, I didn't find Hugh Moonlight.
Alexa, turn moon lamp to blue.
Okay.
Alexa, turn moon lamp to pink.
Okay.
Alexa, turn reading lights down 50%.
Read in Parlor doesn't support that.
We still need to tweak her a little bit. You got to name your lights with the smart bulbs and then you can give it commands, but clearly she's not working very well today. Alexa, turn all hue lights off. There they go.
Okay.
Alexa, turn all hue lights on.
Okay.
Alexa, turn hue lights down 50%.
A few things share that name. Which one did you want?
All hue lights.
Okay.
Alexa, play smooth jazz.
Here's a station for smooth jazz music. Smooth Jazz from Amazon Music.
Alexa's pretty cool. Okay guys, that's it for our little home renovation tour. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me. If you have any questions about anything we did, or if you need any tips or tricks on painting or anything like that, please feel free to contact me. I'll be happy to share all the things that I learned along the way and all that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to my channel. Have some more fun things coming up, and now that we have this big project done and behind us, I'll be uploading videos more regularly and have some more fun things to share with you. So thanks for joining me today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.